111 yards receiving. It's the Cowboys and the Jets, and it's coming up next.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined at... Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. Leading them out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. You talk about this Jets defense. This unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Up the middle they go. Irving. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That'll go as a pickup of 8. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times we talk about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterwards. I know he's trying to make a play, but that time he ends up drawing the flag.
The ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And his kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led him to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And now a throw-in 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Jones. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Cowboys 3. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. Temple, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Irving.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Faking the give, now Watson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Watson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now Watson.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. To the air yet again, Watson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker, making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Up the middle they go. Irving. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. And forthcoming a field goal try for the Cowboys. This from 32 yards away. And this one is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here are the Jets now to take over. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, hey.
Throwing, Jones. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Temple. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 14-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
From the red zone now, Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Watson now to throw. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have regained the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The New York set to take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Back to throw. Jones. And now another one thrown incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up 4th.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they take advantage of what looked like an unsure defense. They wind up getting 8 on 4th and 3. Back to throw again. Right back to Njoku. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. On 2nd and inches. Jones. Throw right side. Wilson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Off play action. Jones. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
There he goes, right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run. And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
He'll get it up near midfield at 49 before being taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Temple, and he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Campbell. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, often.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A give running right is Hall. Oh, a heck of a move. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 3rd down, Temple. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Back to throw. Jones.
He finds Wilson.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Okay, here we go.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Over the dime work on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Jones, a final shot before break. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
That is incomplete.
So we've reached halftime with a visiting.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Take over on offense to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try to win this ball game.
And going the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Here we go, hey.
Back to throw. Jones. That is caught. He's to the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 8. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Irving, he'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Watson on 3rd down.
They're going to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Irving.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
7-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw, Watson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
There's Mecole Hardman as he brings this offense onto the field yet again.
Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books, because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh yeah, I think I'd throw it to him a little bit more often.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Now a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Hall. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 43, here's second down and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Irving. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Temple. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Jets defense making things difficult there. Fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So the response to that tough side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. There's McCole Hardman as he brings his offense onto the field yet again. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one, because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Straight ahead is Hall. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now in Arlington. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Jones now to throw on 2nd down. This one finds Wilson downfield. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson, 55 yards. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now it's Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Under pressure, they got him again. Quinnen Williams, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the...
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. He goes 57 yards on the punt return. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will make this a 19-point game. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. Now you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. On first down, Watson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Bleed the game out that way.
And they'll accept that penalty. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him
under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Quentin Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season, and they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Give to Hall running right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with career touchdown number 60, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Cowboys 16. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Watson on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Watson. A quick throw there is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, a pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And that flag accepted. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Paul ought to give up the middle. And a short gain down to about the 33. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets.